guys, welcome to the Higher Points, and today I'm coming at you with a to the point. It's just me, Nate, here in the studio. Nick's out sick with his kids and family, and so I decided to come in and just do a quick to the point. So I'm just going to do a recap of the Roger Tully Strongman competition I participated in yesterday in Salina. You know, it was a good day. It's always exciting, those meets, you know, seeing everybody, Rusty and Stu and Scott and just the whole Top Crop crew and everybody there from Salina, and just seeing the whole Strongman family all together again, you know, it's just always a pleasure to be around those guys. But like me personally going into this competition, I was, I don't know, the last comp I competed in was in August down in Florida, and you guys all know that I got my ass handed to me on a silver platter down there. And so I took some time off Strongman through the fall and, just decided to just chill for a little while, and I'd already signed up for this comp, and I decided we'll just, we'll wait and see what happens, and maybe we'll, compete. Well, here about 4 or 5 weeks ago, I finally decided that, yeah, I'm gonna compete, and so I started training with Felecia again. I'd just been doing lightweight stuff, just staying mobile in the gym, and just trying to heal, and just get my head in the right place for Strongman again. Well, you know, I got in my own head before this competition, watching other guys on social media, like, oh, this dude in my weight class pulled almost 800 pounds. Like, what the hell? And I was like, oh, I'm going to get my ass kicked, and this and that, yada, yada. Well, just, I don't know, it was almost a God thing, and Stu reached out to me on Instagram, and he said, we just had a good conversation about it, and he's like, just go out there and have fun and compete, you know, and that's what I did, and I ended up, so out of the 4 events, so we started with Viking press, and I ended up, it was 250 pounds for reps on Viking press, and I pressed it 11 times, which was, I think, 4th. Nope, it tied for 3rd on that one, which wasn't bad. In practice I had done 9, so I did more. I PR'd on that one. So I felt pretty good about that. Tied for 3rd going in the second event, which was deadlift. And on deadlift, I knew that I was not going to be the strongest. Like, static strength's not where my strong suit is in Strongman. But I knew I could pull, you know, I'd done 580 a couple times in practice, and so then I did 540, 580, 600, and then you got a 4th attempt if you completed all 3. So I PR'd, got 600, and then tried 620, and ended up having a little, there's a miscommunication between me and the judge had thought I had already had 4 attempts, and I was strapped in ready to go on this 620, and he's like, no, you can't, like, you've already done 4. Well, I looked back, and I ended up having only 3 videos, and like I hadn't done 4, and there were some other people that confirmed it, and I ended up apologizing. It all worked out. They let me try the 620, but it just threw my head off, and I don't think I would have pulled it anyways. But I tried and failed. Pulled 600, which is a 20-pound PR. So that was pretty exciting. I ended up 4th, I think, in that event, which is okay. So then I'm sitting, I think, 4th overall after that. Then we get to the next event, which is a sandbag over shoulder for reps, and it's a 225-pound bag, and I was like, okay, really looking forward to this one. I know this is an athletic move, you know, you got to be explosive, and like all those days playing football, doing power cleans and snatches and that kind of stuff, like, really comes in handy for this. I got it 7 times and tied for 1st on that event, and so that put me. Then I was in 4th place, back a half a point. And so going into the last event, I knew who I had to beat, and I kept track of them. They went ahead of me, and I beat him by like 0.21 seconds. The last event was an odd object carry, and I carried, it was a 250-pound sandbag, 200-pound keg, and a 225-pound sandbag, 25 feet. And so basically you pick them up, drop them on one end, and then you go back and pick up the other 2 and bring them all back. I ended up doing that in 27.49 seconds, and that was second place in that event. Well, when they punched that into the scorecard on Iron Podium, they messed up and they put my time and the guy that was just ahead of me at 27.74, both at the same time, and which I was like, uh-oh. Like, they called podiums, and I didn't make podium. I was just in fourth place. I was like, what the heck? Like, I beat that dude, and he took second. And he was only half point ahead of me. So I waited for them to update Iron Podium, and it updated, and looky there. Like, they had mistyped it, and we got it. They made it all right, and basically all that happened is me and the guy that they had mistyped, like, we swapped second and fourth. So I ended up taking second in the open middleweight, which is the highest I've taken in an open weight class, and so that was exciting. Like, it was a good day for me. Qualified for nationals in Dallas in June, so I think there's a group of us that are go down there and compete. I think it's gonna be exciting. Got Kansas Strongest Man in April. I'm looking forward to, and just it's time to get back on the wagon and get to grinding, because my opening weight for nationals is 700 pounds on deadlift, so we got some work to do. But Fatima, she went out there and she dominated. She took first in her weight class. It was actually her and Cass, one of the girls from Top Crop. They tied for first, and they did a count back, and they were still tied. And so what they had to do was a head-to-head sandbag over bar. And it was a 100-pound sandbag, and they just went back and forth, back and forth, back and forth until one person couldn't load it anymore, and Fatima ended up winning. And so that was pretty awesome to see, and at the end, she wasn't even winded. She's a marathon runner, so she had the cardio, dominated. Felecia was the same way. She dominated hers as well. To nobody's surprise, Felecia is strong as an ox, and she's going to go to nationals in June and probably win it all. I mean, she's that caliber of an athlete in the Masters division, so that's exciting. It's a blessing to be a part of a team like this, growing and pushing each other, and, iron sharpens iron, and we're doing it. We're going to be a Backwoods Barbells. We're going to be a national brand soon. Yeah, everybody's going to know these Strongman. But it's fun even having Nick there to push me in the gym. He's just as strong as I am and just keeps pushing me. And we got another guy coming on soon that I think is going to be he's going to be a force to reckon with in the heavyweights. I think he's going to compete in Kansas Strongest Man, and he's probably already stronger than me and just getting back into the gym. So I'm excited about that. But it's just been a fun journey this last 6 months or so, just clearing my mental headspace and getting back into it and just really coming out. I was thinking I was going to get my ass kicked yesterday, and I ended up taking second. And so that's just, it's exciting to me. And it's like, I knew deadlift, and that was the one event that just demoralized me. And, the moral of my story is like, okay, well, just because you're going to be bad at one event doesn't mean you can't still go out there and compete and win it, because those athletic events where I'm explosive and running and that kind of thing, that's where, that's my strong suit. So I just need to go out there and work on my static strength and get to a point where this tall, lanky body's more competitive with those short, squatty dudes in deadlift. We'll just going to take a little bit. So I don't know. I'm thankful for this strongman community once again. Scott put on an awesome comp. It went pretty smooth for the most part. And, even if mistakes were made, they made them right. And that's the way these comps go. I'm really looking forward to Kansas Strongest Man in April, and they've got a stone loading event. I'm just amped for that. Atlas stones is just, it's a staple for strongman, and I've never actually done stones in a competition, so that's exciting for me. But other than that, I don't have a whole lot else. I'm just thankful for you guys, and let's just go out this week and make it happen. If you guys wouldn't mind, just give us a like on our social media and share with your friends, and just keep doing your thing and make it happen, everybody. Have a good week.